Hey everyone, TimaeuSS here. Welcome to another NIKKE video. So today, again, we've got chat here with us on the YouTube stream at night, just around the reset. And we are going to first look at how did the launch of NIKKE go. So I've got App Magic right now on site, and they are essentially similar to sites like Sensory Tower. However, they're providing an estimate, a revenue estimate versus the Sensory Tower report at the end of the month, which is a lot more accurate. However, I think this is a good ballpark to see how well monetization wise, or I guess revenue wise, the app is doing. So we have NIKKE got his victory right here, and you can see when I checked actually just a few 12 hours ago, it was like this as well. So basically in 3 days worth of launch, 3-4 days worth of launch, NIKKE has surpassed 10 million US dollars in terms of revenue. You can see the biggest contributors are Japan. Over 5 million Japanese degens have contributed to the spending of NIKKE, followed by a tie between South Korea and the United States. Okay, I apologize. I had work, it's been a long day. And then it's Canada, Australia, and Thailand. So you can see that monetary wise, NIKKE is doing extremely well. This is only 3 days, only 3 days worth. Okay, and it's over 10 million. And I know a lot of you know that App Magic is kind of a rough estimate. It's not 100% accurate. So we'll head on over to the Sensor Tower. Okay, for Sensor Tower, you can see at launch, all right, at launch November 4th, this is the Japanese charts. NIKKE topped at #1 free. Okay, and in terms of revenue, it started at 4th spot, which is pretty good. It has dethroned FGO, all right, and Memento Mori, which apparently is another idle game that was making bank. And going to the 5th of November, NIKKE again still #1 free and has managed to somehow dethrone Genshin Impact, Arknights, and FGO. And that streak continues into Saturday, the 6th, above Genshin. And I believe today as well, NIKKE is currently above Genshin in terms of spending. So it has been a while since a launch new IP app comes in and basically dethrones Genshin, FGO, the big names in Japan. And we can tell right here that the Japanese revenue 100% shows. Wow, I mean, this is just day 3, day 4, which is insane. So I think revenue wise, they're doing fantastic. All right, this is basically the dream coming out of the woodwork for brand new IP that people have been waiting. This revenue is quite good. However, I think from a personal point of view, there are issues with the game that I'm hoping they will address. I talked about it in my other videos as well, with things like the prices of the packs are a bit expensive. The mission packs aren't that great. However, I don't know what the developer is going to think when they look at those numbers, because clearly something is working, and the Japanese people are really willing hard, and they did a lot of advertisement in Japan. They've got the live streams, which we translated and hosted on our stream as well, plus the cosplayer event, which is crazy. They sent like 30 or 40 cosplayers dressed up as Rappy to physical locations, and then to hand out flyers and get people to play their jiggle game. Absolutely insane. So clearly the marketing has worked out and it's paid off. But what about the longevity of the game? I think it's a bit too early to tell. However, we will have our first banner and our first event coming up, right? So I think that will set the tone in terms of how the game will go in the coming days. And I think it's very important that they set off the right path. Having rumors, having players being able to pull with paid gems on the radar banners. There are rumors about that going around, but I don't think the developers are as out of touch to do charged banners only for the raid ups, right? I don't believe that. and we'll see how stingy or how good the economy is in terms of daily and weekly income once the events coming in. Okay, so that is a quick summary of what I personally think. Again, I want to applaud and congratulate NIKKE. Obviously, the app, the game is doing fantastic. The numbers definitely show, and there'll always be people who say the game is gonna die, it's dead on arrival, and we don't know if they are just noises or if that's going to hold true. I think only time will tell. We definitely want to see the end of the month revenue report, because at its current pace, I think they're gonna hit like 50 million plus at the end of the month, especially if they're hitting 10 million day 3 without a proper banner. Remember, Helm isn't here yet, right? Helm isn't here yet. This is just a standard banner on launch, okay? Helm is not here yet. So I'm very curious to see the numbers again and how much people are whaling. I mean, I personally like the game and I want it to go to better places. You can have better packs for whales, more cost efficient, smaller packs or passes for the dolphins or small spenders. So I'm very curious to see where the game takes us, but I'll be following the game very closely and I'll be playing the game. I've still enjoyed it after CBT1, CBT2, and the early access test servers and whatnot. But yeah, anyhow, this is TimaeuSS here. Thank you guys for listening on my first, I guess, assessment of the game during launch, and of course thank you the live stream chat for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.